Hi guys, welcome back. Back at Daytona International. This time in the '87 Ford Thunderbird. Got a decent qualifying, second, but not so good a start. But I covered the inside from number 5 there. Managed to start following Austin ahead of me. Done a few practice laps in this car. It's very different to my next gen Ford Mustang. Obviously there's about 35 years between the designs. Yeah, these '87 cars, they're way harder to drive, a lot more twitchy, a lot less aerodynamic, they're prone to so much movement. The car's always moving, you're always correcting the car. As you can see, I've got Ron next to me here in the number 20, and he is going absolutely flat out trying to hold this this outside line. I learned a lot in this race. It was a really good educational race on tyre preservation, all about just rolling that car into the corner a little bit, rolling off the gas, and just taking it easy. Sometimes when you're new to these races, you see the guys up the front, it feels like they're going slow sometimes, but they're not. They're being smart. They're conserving those tyres, and it's also the same for when you have guys at the front who are going absolutely flat out. They are tearing their tyres to pieces. So actually here I get a move up the inside of number 1 there, Austin, in his Days of Thunder outfit. Yeah, nostalgic movie for us all who drive ovals. And Ron in number 20, he follows in behind me. And yeah, Ron was pushing quite hard. Now, yeah, he actually clipped me very slightly there, and I nearly lose it. Fortunately, there's number 5 here, was here to catch me pretty much. Probably would have lost it if not for him. I really did think I was going to wreck there. It was the lightest of touch, but that's just how sensitive these cars really are. Anyway, I get it all wrong into that corner there. Just having rescued the car. Number 5 comes inside of me, I bash the wall. But now I get the car settled back down. So 5 takes a middle line, and I just slide back underneath him, take him in a draft. He's trying to beat me into the corner, but he puts his throttle down so hard he actually ends up hitting the wall. So yeah, back into the draft again. That's James ahead of me in the number 17 car, and Drew in the 18 car, Ron in the 20. Back markers who politely got out of the way and let us get on with it, which is always nice. Sadly, as we all know, that's not true of all back markers. So as you see, Ron getting in way too hot there again. Then this back marker, for some reason, trying to keep up with the leading pack, goes in too hot on corner entry. Corner entry seems to be less important than corner exit on these cars. If you get it wrong in corner entry, you're going to fight that car the whole way round. You're going to lose so much speed. So yeah, just we're all just taking it quite steady at the moment. Some not great cornering by me there. Apparently the finesse with this car, it's all about not turning left after you've hit the apex, because every time you do, you are just burning up those tyres a bit more. But I'd learned that in some previous races, so this time round I was a bit more prepared just to preserve the tyres a little bit and fight it out a bit more towards the end. That was the plan anyway. I get it all lit up too much into that one there. Yeah, the end of this race didn't go quite as I planned. I should have done better, but it was a good race to learn from. I think it was only my third or fourth race in this car. Yeah, so here you see number 4 car. He comes out of the draft from me. He goes absolutely hell for leather. I roll the throttle. He keeps his foot hard down. He goes high, and he spins and wrecks. Trying to beat people into that corner entry, it seems to be more about the line than the speed. If you have a good line, you'll beat them through the corner regardless. If you're just trying to do it on pure speed, the chances are you're just going to hit the wall and wreck yourself, as we just saw there. So we got James and Austin fighting it out at the front here. Drew gets it really skew-iffy. And he loses a lot of pace there. So, this was lap 10 now. So, tyres are starting to feel, quite worn. The cars are not quite responding as precisely as before. Everything's a bit less forgiving now. And generally, it's where we'll be qualifying laps, 44 seconds just over, and the lead cars normally are doing 46 low 46 second laps, like certainly near the end of the race, nearly 2 seconds off the pace of qualifying. That's how much tyres are being affected. Yeah, Drew's really got out of shape with his tyres, but not as much as James, who's just hit the wall and spun out. I just went super wide just to make sure. I was lucky I didn't hit the grass there. But I should have been following Drew harder and pushing him more than I did. This number 12 back marker now decides he needs to get involved in this fight, which, yeah, Drew's defending, goes in too hot. Really good recovery by him, and so I get close to the draft. I take the inside line. Drew just carries more pace in there than me. I thought that would be enough, but he was dropping low, and then he takes up a low position, so I backed out of it. And this is where I should have started to do better than I did, you see, because I spent the whole race saving my tyres. Another high line there from Drew. So I spent the whole race saving my tyres, and then I didn't push at the end when I should have done. I think I had a scare when I hit the apron, car got a bit out of shape, and I almost settled at that point. It was like, do you know what? I'm in third place. That's a good result. But having watched the race back a few times now, yeah, I'm quite disappointed with how I did, because I was gaining so much time on Drew. So again, he went so high there, because he's absolutely cooked those tyres of his. So I'm getting the much better runs out of the corner towards him. Don't get me wrong, my cornering isn't perfect. And I should have pushed harder to make him make a mistake, and I didn't do that. So it was a good learning curve. Austin has just, well, he's going to the distance now. So again, here's me fighting to get it back down near the apron again, trying to get that car nice and low. Yeah, we're on lap 15, and this is where I should have pushed. This is where I should have really pushed. I didn't. Again, Drew's going high because he just cannot hold it down. And you can see the time that I make up here. Out to the wall. And yeah, I think it was here. Yeah, so I hit the apron, the car got a bit out of shape, and it shook me up a little bit, and I think that's when I was in two minds as to what I was actually doing. Whether I should try and push for the win, push for second place, or just settle for third, bring the car home. And I think that's what I did. I settled for third because I looked at my standings. Whoever was in fourth place was so far behind now, so I thought it's not really worth risking anymore, so I didn't. But then here we are now, lap 17, and I see myself close up Drew by quite a lot, and I think, oh, maybe I could do it. And then the last lap I kind of decided that I would try and go for it, but as you'll see, it was too little too late. So again, because I've been saving those tyres, I've now got the pace to beat him, and I just decided that I wouldn't, I guess. I know I had a few sketchy moments, and maybe that shook me up a little bit. Inexperience with the car, maybe. Certainly inexperience of oval racing, but I am really enjoying it. There's just all those little bits that you can't quite explain, and just how difficult it can be when you're driving these cars this fast. Yeah, you see here I've closed them up so much in one lap there. Had I just pushed maybe a lap earlier and properly gone for it, it could have been different. But I may have lost it anyway and wrecked, so that wasn't too bad. And as you can see, we see him lose it there, and this bit really irked me. Thanks for the 4X. I don't think he did it on purpose. But yeah, good race. Good good lessons to be learned there. You know, I was never going to catch Austin, but I feel that Drew in the 18 car, yeah, I should have done better there. Should have done better. But twitchy little car to drive this. Really good fun, really good fun. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.